Hello everyone, welcome to Toyeen Talks. Báwo ló ṣe ń lọ lọ́dọ̀ yín? Okay, this is just a quick one. I'd like to thank you all for watching. Till I'll see you in my next video. Stay safe, stay blessed. I love you all. Bye.
Thank you very much, Aburo, so that we can pick other people's call. You are almost using 10 minutes already.
May God help us, my sister.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's get this straight. Yes, we have all our views about Baba Deboye. Please get this straight. Baba was not involved in this. I will not lie, and I will not malign his name when he has not done anything wrong. Baba never asked them to arrest that guy, and Baba has addressed the issue. I played the video earlier. Okay? We all know what they are doing is bad, but let us say it as it is, please. Please hold on, Aproko. Let me pick this call. Somebody is calling. Hello? Okay. Hello? 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 If you call and you are listening to two... Hello, go on, please. Please make it very brief.
Good evening, Aunty Adunni.
Good evening,
yeah,
sis.
very brief. I just have some few things to say. Our story in Nigeria is a case of slaves that lost their that lost their chains. It's really sad when we sit down today in Nigeria, we hear what is happening, we see what is happening every day, and yet we choose to continue the way we are going. I was the one that sent you a message that it's about time Nigerians wake up. It's about time we read the petition and make it a case of people. So what's what I'm looking for now? A violation of our freedom of speech, a violation of our human rights, a violation of basically our human rights. And if we raise this articles, if we raise this and justify it and send it to necessary authorities, I think light will be shown the activities happening in Nigeria. And if that is happening, the government will be brought to a point where they have to be forced to look into those matters. Since they want foreign investors, since they want foreign intervention when it comes to financial aid, then it's about time they allow people
Who is going to give them financial aid? America say they don't give financial aid.
Freedom of speech is the basic thing we can have.
Yes.
It's the basic thing we can have. They shouldn't rob us of that.
But it's obvious they want to rob us of it.
Police, they shouldn't use military to shut people up. That's wrong. That is wrong. Buhari took it. I don't know why they can't take it.
Yeah, if Buhari, look at what Buhari went through. Look at what Buhari went through.
He took it, and he took it.
Yeah.
If that was the person I expected to
react,
to raise hell and thunder, but he didn't. He didn't. People should criticize when you're doing the wrong thing. Why would you do the wrong thing?
Something you are talking about.
Where is it done?
Something you are talking about. Can't you do that? Then you send it to me and I put it out for people to sign it.
I think I'll look into. I think because I wrote to you. I told you I wrote some few things. Wrote the letter. The thing is, depending on where you are, there are places that you are that has more validity, has more strength. If you start a course from a place like the United States, maybe not now anymore that this
Caller,
guy...
please, can I chip in?
But before then...
Can I chip in with
regards... No, hold on, please.
Such...
She was better be true, then you can come on. Go ahead, sis.
Okay, there are places where you start. There are places where you start such. What's the word I'm looking for now? You start. Such,
I don't think
such activities that hold more water. I could try from here and see what happens, and then we start raising such activities because it's becoming. Honestly, it's becoming really annoying. You can't open your mouth and say something anymore.
Especially against Nigerian police with what they are doing. Especially against Nigerian police with what they are using them to do.
Jeez, it's becoming something else.
Very appalling.
You can't talk anymore.
Yeah.
It's common freedom.
They will arrest somebody for a civil case and just throw them in jail.
Don't tell me freedom after speech becomes something. It is not that way. I say something, if I said something malicious, sue me to court. It's a civic issue, not a criminal.
Sue me for damages. Thank you, sis, so that we can save time. Thank you.
Thank you. Right. Bye.
Okay, Aproko, you can go on and talk.
Good evening, Aunty. I want to speak from the angle of petition.
Okay.
I think with regards petition, for those who are in the diaspora, except the person you're writing petition against, or the person you're raising the petition against, has got something directly to do with people in the diaspora, it can be very tricky. For instance, like the NHA one is very easy. NHA, Funke, and Co.
Please, we are still, please help me to still sign our petition against NHA.
Exactly. I was going to say that.
Have the petition there. We need about 1,000 signatures.
Yeah. So the ones against NHA is easier to raise that because NHA has presence in the Western country, and one of the bloggers that he did raise concerns, or apparently that he allegedly raised names on, was someone who lives on the soil of another country. So it was easy, and of course he's done some miracles and so-called miracles. So that for us to raise petition from diaspora for incidents happening in Nigeria that has nothing to do directly with the diaspora is tricky, because the government of Nigeria, they have the law. Yes, they might not use it, but the laws are there. Until the angle I want to come in with the gospel musician, you see Chris Oyakilome, yes, he might be talking and all the stones. I think what has happened now is everybody eye don't tear.
Don't open.
Okay? There was a time when we were growing up, we believe you give unto the Lord, and people were giving give a seed that provoke. People were giving provocatively to the Lord, not realizing that all these Baba won't check on our.
Then you
okay,
give profusely.
Yes,
give
because I remember from the angle of winners, anybody that knows winners back in short, Shiloh 99 up to Shiloh 2003, they used to use baskets to carry car keys and C of O's. Okay, until suddenly until Baba, you had a U-turn and said you don't bring C of O's and keys anymore. You have to convert. You have to sell them, because they were struggling to sell. That was how much they had. Now, and I remember back then, they had musicians who will come and sing. Apart from even the local musicians, apart from the Bola Ares and the Mama Gospel, what do they call those good women singers in those days? Apart from those people who will come and sing, the assumption was these guys were not making any money. They were doing it for the Lord. Then at that time, that was the assumption.
We are not sure.
But that's what I'm saying, that was the assumption.
Okay.
We all assumed they were all singing for the Lord. Of course.
Yes.
We assumed they were singing for the Lord. Because if we know what we know now, I'm sure nobody will, those of us who are liberated, we wouldn't have parted with one of our 1 penny to give to these pastors. Now, if we also knew what we know now, when the Mama Bola Are and Co Association used to come to church and come and sing, we didn't realize that money was exchanging hands.
Yeah.
We just saw them as, we'll go to church, we'll go and dance to their music, we'll go in the spirit, quote and unquote. They would draw our emotions, we'll be there, we'll do all these things. Even Baba Yamatanga, when he came to churches then, remember, when they used to come and project their stage movie.
Drama, yeah.
We didn't know that money was exchanging hands.
Yeah.
It is over time that people have now realized. And of course, for these gospel musicians as well, over the time, people didn't realize. They just thought, oh, these musicians, they come and tune into the spirit. But there was no spirit that they were tuning into.
A pastor actually said it, Albert Angel. I don't know if you saw that video. Albert Angel said there is no spirit moving anybody. It's your emotions.
Exactly.
It's the way you are feeling.
But remember the days of Ron Kenoli, Domwe.
Yeah.
When they will sing.
When they come to Nigeria.
They used to come to Nigeria. To us, they were these stars that you heard their music. And you will be in church. Domwe will do what's the name of that song? Anyway, I can't remember his song. But he will come, he will sing all those worship songs. People will tune into the spirit, quote and unquote. Some people will be crying, and we lift up holy hands in one accord. Those nonsense. We will lift our holy hands, we'll be in spirit.
Money is exchanging hands.
No, we were falling into the spirit.
That's why we were going into heaven.
We were going there, we were going to go and dance. Ron Kenoli will come and sing, but feet, all of them were coming. Even the programs, even this Holy Ghost program, Shiloh and all that, people didn't know that money was exchanging hands.
Yeah.
Guest speakers were coming, guest ministers were coming. They were bringing the likes of Kenneth Hagin and Co. They will come. We were all falling into the spirit, being carried away. You know, we will come, we will say, we were carried. You know, that preaching was wonderful, but it wasn't really preaching. It was money that was exchanging hand. I remember, Jenita Bynum. I don't know if you remember her, Jenita Bynum. You know Jenita Bynum, right, Aunty?
Sure.
Yeah, Aunty, go on Google. Go and Google how much she collects.
To go minister?
Yes.
Wow.
And I remember Jenita Bynum came to Winners and sang, "You deserve the glory." All of us fell into the spirit. I say, when you invite her, you cannot give her anything less than 5-star, including her cruise.
5-star treatment.
Yes, it has to be 5-star hotel.
That
and
means
she's always
first
a
class tickets?
Yes, and it has to be first class for herself and her cruise. Auntie, go and Google. I will look for the distance and send it to you. And you must give her luxury. Yes.
On our sweat,
Auntie, the day I saw it, I was so furious. Because people will volunteer you know how it used to be in those days. People will volunteer their car to go and pick this guy, not knowing that money was exchanged, power was
exchanged. We do it very well.
We
really want to go and carry the guest minister.
Not knowing that money is changing hand. The days of Maurice Moose, the one that passed away. The days of Mike Mudo, Maurice Moose, Mark Murdoch, they will carry themselves and call. We didn't know that money was exchanging.
Serious money, not even small money.
Meanwhile, we, the followers and the suspended brain, we were caught up in the spirit. That preaching was wonderful. How was the preaching? It was marvelous. Not knowing there's nothing, I wanted dons to listen to the message. So now, Chris Oyakilome, of course, he's going to talk about musicians because the musicians too, Auntie, their eye don't tear.
Why no go tear when they see how much pastors are making?
What I'm saying, their eye don't tear because let's even look at it from a different angle.
Why no go? You know, tear. Not only that, they see the foreign musician they were bringing.
Auntie,
they know how much. Do you know their choirs are closer to them? They see how much.
Auntie, you know,
they're paying them.
Auntie, you know what?
I'm not
the times of them.
Those gospel ministers.
No, because the time of the Sinashi, Auntie, when those Sinashi, when they also singing, they were paying them in naira. Meanwhile, Renkenoli, Bob Fitz, Don McCocklin, they were coming, they were paying them in dollars. Even, in short, closer to home. This, what did the experience? Just ordinary the experience that they do in Tafawa Balewa Square. Right? Now, the foreign musicians, just go on Google, look at how much Travis Green it charges for coming to come and sing abroad. The fees he charge within UK, within America, is totally different. The fees he charge for coming to Africa is different. Okay, it's all on his website there. It's all different. And Travis Green.
Okay.
Even Donny McCocklin. Donny McCocklin doesn't charge cheap. Yeah, they will come and sing. For us now, we were thinking, you know, they know how to sing those music that tap into people's emotion. People will be so while you are busy dancing, these guys are making their dollars. We saw one recently. Mercy Chiwo. Who would have believed that Mercy Chiwo charges in dollars? Abi?
Or she charges that much. To the extent they are seeing they are almost 270,000. It's just part of the little money, not all the money.
And the thing is, if Mercy Chiwo, if that secret came out about Mercy Chiwo, right? If that kind of information came out, how much more Nathaniel Bassi? How much more do you see?
Winner is $50,000.
Who is that?
Somebody is confirming what you are saying. That if the singer is a Grammy winner, the person
yes,
less than $50,000.
Auntie, don't even go far. Just go on Google. It's Google.
Different from the video. Maybe we could know.
But that's the point I'm making. That all you need to do is just go on their website. Like then, even Bob Fitz. You remember the Hillsong choirs? The Hillsong, all those people, go on their website. You will see what they charge. Okay, so if even the people that go for the experience, if only they know that they are going to go and dance, but money is exchanging hand, they won't turn up there. Okay? Tope Alabi, everybody thought, Tope Alabi knows how to sing.
We thought Tope Alabi was just doing work for God.
For which God?
But that was what we thought in those days now.
That's what I'm saying. But who will even think that Mama Bolare, that she gets paid? Nobody ever looked at it that way. But lo and behold, where are we today?
These people have made me...
Aunty, like play, Baba Adeboye. Like play. Everybody shout hallelujah. Like play. What the billionaire more lara. Like play. They started carrying private jets.
We are not blaming the singers.
No, we're not blaming the singers.
We say they should charge. They should continue to charge.
And the thing is,
the pastors are collecting money now. Are they the only one that will be taking the money? The pastor blaming them for collecting is who we are blaming here. Now, why is he blaming them? Go ahead.
And what the musicians now have now studied now is, if you want, okay, as the more I can put out my name, the more I can charge money. They've understood the business of music.
Price don't fall small to $20,000. That is Sinachi.
Yes.
Okay. People are calling her like before again or what? Anyway,
Aunty,
I think
Aunty,
it is
whether they call her
Aunty Barrett's time.
Whether they call her, they don't call her. These guys want to jello.
They've made their money already.
Look at them, Baba Adeboye, Baba Oyedepo. Even if they don't do it, even if people don't give them tithe, no,
they're already saying that they don't need people's money anymore.
Exactly.
They are saying it, and they are throwing people's money back to their faces.
You know?
But they weren't talking like that in those days.
Exactly. So where we are now, the people that are now have to borrow themselves brain, if they choose to borrow themselves brain, right?
Don't even
are the choirs.
They didn't ever borrow
are
brain.
the ushers. The ushers, the sanctuary cleaners. Those people that will come and be cleaning floor in church.
Bless you.
Okay?
In preparation.
If they have common sense, they're supposed to be charging. Because I remember back in the Winners, we used to have what we call labor offering, whereby if you cannot, even if you cannot be a worker, or maybe for one reason or the other, you come with labor offering. Your labor offering could be, if you're a carpenter, you will come and, that was how they built Shiloh, Aunty. That's how they built Covenant University. If you're a carpenter, you come and give labor offering.
Not only that, I think many of those big churches, many people have spoken about it, that they were part of the people that did labor offering by carrying cement and all the rest.
And those one carry cement. And in Winners, the Winners that me I know, people voluntarily, I want carpenter, they came and did their carpentry work as labor offering. Yes.
Free.
Yes. Because it's classed as offering. You understand? Auntie, let me tell you one interesting lies. You know about Macarius? When he was in the UK under KICC, you know, every year for Charity Commission, they have to declare their finances. They have to audit their finances. Now, he had in the church, as usual, as normal in African churches, most church workers are volunteers. Okay, apart from administrative staffs, they are volunteers. Do you know that this man, in the particular, the one that got him into Wahala, to Funi Wahala seriously, he claimed 6,000 hours in a year. So the volunteers that were volunteering in church, you know, the workers, the so-called church workers, okay, the hours they were volunteering, he calculated it. Yes, I will look for this. I will send it to you. It was in the papers. He actually, because by law, you know, when you are declaring your tax at the end of the year, it's a standard practice. If you have charity in UK, you will know what I'm saying. So as a standard practice, you have to declare paid and unpaid job, okay? Paid and unpaid hours rather. So he declared, so the total of voluntary hours in church, because they give them back, you know, they give them back a certain amount of tax back.
Tax return.
Yeah. So he then had to, which is normal. It's not, he didn't do anything that is abnormal, but he didn't tell those people that they get claimed for their hours, because they've got to record the amount of voluntary hours. Because remember, churches are charity in the UK. So he claimed 6,000 hours. 6,000, as in 6,000. He claimed 6,000 hours back. Okay? Meanwhile, the people that did those 6,000 hours, they did it for free.
Okay. He now collected money on top of their head.
Yes,
After he has
he has to, because you know, in the charity system, if somebody is volunteering, you're meant to provide, you're meant to support them with either transport or offer them lunch. But we know how it works in African churches. That is not the case.
Very greedy set of people. Very greedy.
And what is done is not uncommon in the churches, in African churches. It's not uncommon. So if in the UK you could claim 6,000 hours for a year, imagine the amount of hours if they have that kind of system in Nigeria. There are a lot of people that are in church 24/7. They are cleaning churches. They are doing everything, you know. And
that's how they build MFM Prayer City too.
Yeah.
Of fellow by day, go ahead, free of charge.
So the thing is, you see, people need to understand there's nothing like gospel musician. Musicians are musicians. Okay? No this and no peace. Once you understand that, you have no wahala. All those you go into the spirit when they are singing Irolumbade, Ironibuguebade.
Emotions,
It's all
euphoria.
Emotions. Okay? And it's natural because they tune into your emotion. And of course, when they tune into your emotion, you start crying. And the usual, if you remember, that's when you will now say, I want to give my life to Christ. You will give money. You will sow a seed that provoke the Lord. The pastor and pastor's pocket and choir's pocket.
You tag your giving to a prayer point.
Exactly. And that is how these guys, okay, look at Baba. Then Baba Deboye, sow a seed and shaking it. Winners Chapel, sow a seed that provoked the prophet offering. And apart from that, look at their kids. Their kids are feeding fat. So as a gospel musician, quote and unquote, you are not just seeing pastor feeding fat, you are also seeing their children feeding fat as well. Like Chris Oyakilome that is talking, his daughter sings. So his first daughter sings, Sharon. I think Sharon is her name. She sings. So they see that these kids. They're
going to say his daughter should go and sing free of charge.
How can he say his daughter should sing?
So it now comes to other people's children. He wants to be collecting free.
Because, you know, initially when they started doing all these, when they started signing, when he started his record label in church, you know, there was also that iota of, this is church. So those people didn't, maybe the musicians and Sinachi and Co., they didn't understand the business of music so well. They were settling for what they were being offered. However, when they started stepping up, because I remember the time he started with the Sinachi, Testimony Jaga, and all of them, they can't sing outside Christ Embassy. They are only restricted to Christ Embassy until Sinachi went and sang in Experience. Of course, Tomba Gbegbem Silapo compared to what she gets in what's the name? In Love Word. Of course. She got tear eye now. Say, I
don't blame her too.
You understand? So you have the message. Everybody now, if you look at the Experience, all the musicians want to sing in Experience. Because Bemulobade and people will go to that Experience. Look at the crowd. Look at even the pastors.
When they just started 2 days ago, was it yesterday?
The one NSPCD, Abi.
PD.
Mercy Chiwo was the lead.
The other that say, Pastor, don't go do business.
Mercy Chiwo was the lead face.
Yes.
Of music there. So, Aunty, imagine you know Tafawa Balewa Square very well in Lagos, right?
They said they had over 50,000. I don't know who counted though, but that was
Aunty,
over 50,000 people.
Whether they have 50,000 or they have 1,000. Whether they have 50,000 or they have 1,000, the fact remains, Mercy Chiwo has smiled home. Geriezi has smiled home. And the members that came for the program, they have done, they pray, they show.
Waiting for another prayer time.
Exactly. So, case closed. These musicians, if you cannot collect money, that is your fault.
Not even if ushers cannot collect money, they are mumu. Cleaner in the church. If you cannot collect money, you are mumu.
Until you see those sanctuary worker. If sanctuary worker cannot be collecting money, look at the nonsense that they used to clean in church.
The real nonsense. You can say that again. Let the pastor bring his own child to come and clean.
They don't do it. They don't do it.
You will do all that free of charge. Pastor will carry money. Oh, now you can see. Go ahead, sis.
Now they are even getting them. They get them now. Look at the time that they are on. Now that they are now on social media, it is the young people they are using to operate their social media channels.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm very sure those young people, they are not probably paid well. So everybody now will begin to panashap themselves.
There is no job. So those ones will accept anything they give them.
But Aunty, until those ones,
them.
Aunty, they will accept whatever they give them until to will not buy to buy ya. And then they will like, how very dare you. Look at the days that they used to do, they used to have protocol officers that they will stand by pastor. Now, sophisticated
security.
But Aunty,
they still have security.
They pay them now, like in Winners, they now pay them.
Okay, yes.
Unlike before, people will just go and stand.
I didn't get that. They pay protocol officers now.
Yeah, the one
not like they
the one that stand with Bishop. Back in the days. Yes, back in the days, as a protocol, Usher is part of. Usher is the one that when they stand at the pulpit area. Back in the days, it was Usher. The people lobby themselves to be at that post. But now, for you to be there, you're on payroll because Emi Baba wa lọ́wọ́ wọn. Àwọn ló ń wọ bulletproof Emi Baba wa lọ́wọ́ wọn.
Okay.
You understand?
So, once they are putting on bulletproof.
Yes, yes. The ones standing, how they stand by the altar. Remember?
Sure.
So those people who stand, not just any protocol. I'm talking of the ones.
The ones who like security guard looking everywhere, and when they have to move, they move ahead of them.
Exactly. In those days.
Then those have to be trained people, security.
No. Initially, Auntie, remember initially, they were not necessarily trained, they were just ushers.
Because as they are not as big as they are now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That as at then, at that time, they were ushers. I remember the Winners then. They were for you to be at that role that you stand at the pulpit where Papa is, or Mama Faith and Bubu. For you to stand there, people literally lobby to be there. You have to be a trusted person.
Yes.
Because you go to their house, they are in and out and everything.
You are close to them. Yeah,
they understand them too. So back in the days, it was a free of charge scenario. Now they now have agencies.
Yes, exactly. I want it.
They now have agencies. They have bodies. So as Baba, because I was quite surprised when somebody was gisting me that they pay them, and they don't just pay them anyhow money. Because Emi Baba wa lọ́wọ́
Pastor, no one go heaven again.
Emi Baba, Emi Mama.
Money now, Pastor get up. Members donated bulletproof for the pastor, and the pastor get attacked by who?
By unknown government.
Oh, like but even when people here go, they will be carrying GUN in their pocket.
Auntie, I said they now have agency, okay? And for them, their pay is non-negotiable.
Wow.
Emi Baba wa lọ́wọ́ wọn. Because remember, they have the itineraries. They know the in and out of Baba is going out, Baba is coming in. So now they are now being paid, and their pay is non-negotiable. As in those that stand where Baba is family, those scenario. But meanwhile, they are still usher in church that we stand. Some are duro free. So hopefully, if those ones get sense, in short, as a matter of fact, and if it's not greed, nobody should be working free in the church.
Yes, I agree.
On a normal day, nobody should be working free.
Not the way Nigerian pastors use workers.
Auntie, do you even know what they do? I don't know if you know this.
The number of times they do program, the number of hours you have to stay for the program and all that. Go ahead.
Auntie, do you know what they do now?
What?
In Winners, they have a CCTV camera in where they count money. So when Usher,
Winners, all the churches.
But when they are, so even Usher will go and count free money to my account. Meanwhile, they cannot go with the money. Maybe they said their God is omnipotent and omniscient. Why did they need CCTV?
Why can't God see where they are counting the money?
And before you go into the
That
before you go into the Kinong Porukwe, into the place that they count money, you will be searched, like proper searched.
Wow.
You at least I can speak for the winners one. They search them properly. They go through scanner. You know the scanner at the airport, that kind of scanner.
Reload you.
Oh yes.
You have to walk through that scanner.
Yes. You go through that scanner. For winners, I don't know of other churches, but for winners, you do it.
Somebody say yes. So
you go through that scanner, okay? In short, when someone was when they were gisting me, I was like, scanner bibawu ninu shoshi. They said yes, so you will go through scanner.
So their God cannot see what is going on to report to the pastor that is
omnipotent, omniscience, blind.
So I thought God is talking to the pastor, is showing the pastor things.
Auntie, leave
why can't he show them what is going on there?
Was sleeping when they are counting money.
Now multi-billion naira business, man. Now
they go there, they count the money, and they cannot come out. They search before they enter, they search before they come out. So it is not business as usual. Meanwhile, those usher, you want look at free. Just imagine they spend their time counting free money. So we are where we are, and gospel musician, and that's why until if you notice, everybody too want to sing music by fire want to be gospel musician now.
Yes,
because they can see.
You blame them. Do you blame them?
No, I don't blame them. But what I'm saying is now they understand the business. They now
somebody say let them be using Ifa to swear before they if they use Ifa, church ma fall.
Ifa ninu shoshi. You see the thing. The gospel musician, like we said, they now understand the business.
I remember those that evacuate their cash daily for almost a month, and they are still counting. That is if they have special program, December programs, all their December
you
programs.
See winners.
But Kinong Porukwe, what is this van called?
Bullet van.
Movie money.
Bullion van.
Bullion van is always stationed anytime there is special program now. The fans will move the money for them immediately.
Until you see winners, I can speak confidently of winners. You see winners, ordinary church service, until you don't want to see the amount of money that comes through, just church service. I remember back then in Abuja
yet they don't have anything free for their members to enjoy.
Free, that's impossible. Free from where to where. I remember back then when I was still when I was still in winners back then. They count blank checks, as in people give blank checks for even midweek services. As in blank checks, not one, not two, blank checks. Okay, even the key that people drop during Shiloh and during church service, during normal church services, they count the keys. People who are ushers, they will tell you they count keys, they count C of O's. It's not, in short, until if you see where they are counting money in winners.
Hold on, please. Adiola Adeshino, they are talking about winners in Nigeria, not winners in Dallas.
No.
Okay, not winners in Dallas. You say it's a lie. You don't have a scanner. Meloni Unity Dallas. They are talking about winners in Nigeria, not the one in Kini. And
the question is, how much are they even raking in the diaspora? It's not, they can't, in the diaspora, you are accountable. In Nigeria, there's no accountability. In Africa generally, because the way they give money in Africa is totally different. So it's not normal stuff over here. But so musicians, the gospel musicians, to an extent, they also have mastered the trade. They've understood the business of money. And that's why you see them in programs now.
They know Ngeshe has 8 outlets for giving food. I know there was a time they said we were going to, but I don't know much about it. I don't know.
There is the food bank they do.
And the food
church members contribute.
not by him.
Church members contribute, they still raise the offering.
The one he did, I don't know if they still exist.
They have clothing bank.
It was not his money.
They have
a bank account for it where people pay for it.
Yeah, and they also have what they call clothing. They have what they call clothing bank. Now, the clothing bank, people bring what they don't need.
The clothes they don't need again.
Yeah,
okay.
But it's still not directly from Baba. It is still normal church members. They bring clothes, they bring shoes. You know? But the church members, hopefully people will learn. Because at the end of the day, choirs, the pastors need those musicians. Look at NSPDD yesterday now.
They are the one that will help them to raise money now.
Look at NSPDD yesterday now. Mercy Shiwo, I'm sure a lot of people went because of Mercy Shiwo.
Yes.
She too, she knows how to sing song that will catch their emotion. Because the more she's able to catch emotion, the more money will drop. And of course, that will also increase number of people that will come. So they all work hand in hand. All this hallelujah challenge, na money they end them.
Money end them. Now money matter.
And the earlier people know that. Me personally, I am so glad that those guys are the karma for the pastors. I am so glad. Because yes, there needs to be check and balance. And I'm hoping one day the ushers, what's the name? The ushers, the sanctuary workers, one day too, they will start demanding money. Whether they will ever get there, I don't know.
They will ever get there, yeah. If
But
they
if you are
going get there to the extent of asking for their rights,
exactly,
and no way of charge. Because
and if you are going
those days, the SLAVE, when they were working for their masters, they still chop there now.
Exactly.
They give them,
exactly.
They still give them food. This one, you just do and go, and pastor collects money and take it to the bank. And when you even have problem, you can't go and meet them for them to help you out.
Aunty,
they have schools. They cannot consider to have schools for the less privileged in the church. And say this school we are starting, is going to be for the less privileged in the church, for them to be able to go, for their children to be educated. They can't even do that. That
Aunty,
this school is going to be sponsored by the members. I mean, it's going to be for the members that are less privileged.
Chris Oyaki
Aproko with spice now, woman, mommy, why you want to know?
Hey, Auntie, what's the name? Chris Oyaki, they say he has hospital. I have a question.
That the hospital is not free and it's expensive.
Auntie, wait, now me, I want to ask a question. Say, the man does healing school. How will somebody that does healing school have hospital?
How will somebody that woke up 50 dead people have healing school? For what? I mean, hospital.
He has healing school in South Africa. How healing school? So, I don't know how to ask that question, but healing school, work in it. How healing school get us hospital?
Why did they do hospital again? Since the pastor can wake up people who don't buy. It's all of them. Redeem self get hospital.
Auntie, Shebi Redeem, they use style, they say they do, they go tell you, say, okay, somehow, people will still go hospital. But Chris Oyaki with full chest, he get healing school with full chest. They were healing people that all kind of diseases. They said they were healing. So how come he can't carry university? How he can't enter? How he can't begin build hospital? How did hospital enter his case? Hospital. In short, I shall allow people who want low duty. Because if they have
low duty, you know why? They know that their members can never question them. They can never reason them. They know their members can, even when they reason them, they can't question them or confront them.
Because if they get shame the day they born shame, how would they go? Him of all people to go and open hospital? Him of all people.
Grace Olowu said, what about the members that contributed for Covenant University? I don't know the answer. Because as we are saying, some other people, even the younger ones that are coming up, they are building schools already. Because they know that is another means of making money when offering and tithe does not flow again. They are learning from the senior. So they too are building. So they are building schools too. And people are still contributing despite all this awareness.
They are children, Auntie, what are we even going for? Their children, they are replicating. You know, their children now, they are savaging themselves now with technology.
Yes.
Even Baba Ayamatanga's children, they have started doing creativity school, where they are teaching people how to do social media platform, how to help them build their network, how to help them build their platform. You have not seen it?
No.
They are creating, they are charging. I think they charge 35,000 naira. But even that 35,000 naira, Auntie,
hold on, no. If that is what those ones are doing, I think it's okay. They are
Auntie, no, Auntie, hold on. You see, they are helping people to build their social media platform, which is good. But when you look at it,
okay,
Auntie,
somebody said yes, I registered too. Okay, what for?
Auntie, but hold on. They are charging 35,000 naira, which is fine. But Auntie, initere, eyitere. Imagine if 100 people pay 35,000 naira each. Shebi the Baba Yamatanga, he say internet and all of these things, that they are platform of the devil.
I get his own children are making money out of it.
Exactly.
I get you.
Right? Now, the children are using the same technology and AI that is condemning. They are using it to create a better quality film on the same social media platform, Abi?
Benny.
So, I'm not saying the children should not make money. But my question be say, if all of this thing is a devil's platform, waiting people of the spirit they find for that for devil's platform. Maybe they are supposed to go and sit there in the cave without any internet, without anything. That's why they're supposed to go and sit down now. Hopefully, people will learn. Because with the awareness that we are doing, how can I look at that Geriez's thing yesterday and I was like, are people so dumb that place is still filled up? But it is what it is. It is just what it is. Even with the awareness that is out, should people even go to that Tumigbe program that they did last week? People, obviously, some people would have done free services, and we are where we are. With the fight where Messi Chiwa and Maniga fight,
that one, the fight when they go down, the lawyer the lawyer of the lady don't come out, say they are not ready to dialogue with anybody.
They never talk with the pitch there for body. They go talk one day they go talk with the pitch. Me, I shall not say they do 10-10. I shall like that 10-10 video where I see.
They cannot talk. They cannot
and
talk.
The matter will still be said.
They cannot talk. Or else Igwe go scatter. He go scatter things.
We will scatter everything. I will scatter everything.
I will scatter everything. Anyway, guys, me over but that's in almost 2 hours. Me 45 minutes to 2 hours. Mommy low.
As you try.
I know, right? So, make we they watch waiting they go on. Now them by themselves, they expose themselves now. No be we they expose them. And I love what is going on. Anybody that now decide to use their lives to build their lives for them, now their problem. If after how many decades or Yakilome can be coming out to be condemning the same people he groomed, he can be condemning them because things are not working between them. He wants them to do something for him free. Is he preaching free? Is he not collecting offering and tithes? He has been collecting offering and tithes over the years. What has he done for the masses to say, oh yeah, it is for free, I will not pay? Anyway, they say he built some school. I don't know if he's charging. They say he built some schools. But what is the school compared to what he has gotten? He doesn't want these people to. When did they even start building things or giving things free? They were not giving things before. They were only collecting and swallowing, collecting, investing. So it is not business as usual. And we will continue to see more of this. And when we see, we will just analyze. We are not judging. We will ask questions. And that is what we are doing here. And as for the singers, now singer will be Mumu. Now Usher will be Mumu. Aunty Adetayo, good afternoon. Now singer will be Mumu. Usher will be Mumu. Sanctuary keeper will be Mumu. Go they do free work for all these pastors. Now then go they do things. They say it's not free. Somebody mentioned that the mother was in the hospital last week. They paid. And their member is not free. Somebody just mentioned earlier, they say it's not free. Maybe the schools they build in the villages are free. I don't know. What I don't know, I will not say I know. Okay. What I do not know, I will say I don't know. So now they expose themselves as things they go, we they watch, now long thing a drama. As then they do, we go to help them to analyze and ask more questions that the members cannot ask. Because if the members can ask, there should be accountability in church, there should be transparency. Pastors are supposed to be placed on salary from the money they are making, and the rest are used in helping people maintain the church and help people. But because they have turned themselves to mini God, people cannot ask questions. They collect the money, build everything, buy everything in the name of their family. It has become family business. And anybody wey mumu, now ain't go saying they sow into the kingdom of anybody. You are sowing into the kingdom of a pastor. You say you are sowing into the kingdom of God. So make we they watch their drama as they unfold. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for coming.